the Showbabes there with Amazona from their new album. That was early works. I played that because it's got one of my favourite ever guitar riffs on the front, and the weird guitar sounds in the middle. It's Mr. Phil Manzanera, who is with us today, alongside David Gilmour, who collaborated on David's newest solo album, which is called On an Island. It's out on Monday, which coincidentally is David's 60th birthday. I feel I've given you far too much information in that last sentence for you to observe. I'll come back to those points later on. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Pleasure to be here. Yeah.
Thank you for coming in. Great to see you. Now, let's talk about the album, David. First of all, this is which is this your third or fourth solo album?
Third.
Your third solo album.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Depends what you classify them as, of course. But
so you're saying the Pink Floyd albums are essentially solo?
So.
Yeah. Listen to that. Straight in, taking. No wonder Roger has problems with him. Eh? We always thought David was the reasonable one. But it's been a while since you actually recorded an album, hasn't it?
It's 12 years since I did an album of any sort, really, yeah.
Right. Now, why so long?
I'm 60 on Monday, you know.
You forgot?
I forgot, yeah.
He forgot what he does for a living.
Yeah. Sitting at home raising small children, Jonathan, just like you.
I knew the answer.
And that's why you've been off the air.
But it sounds like, yeah, exactly, that's why I'm totally got it. But it sounds to me like you've had, that's been a lovely time. That's been the right choice.
I think so, yeah. We're allowed to slow down a bit when we get older.
Yeah, and you know what? So few people do it. I mean, it's remarkable, really. I suppose that we'll get caught up in what we're doing and what we see as our careers. But people, well, more like you than me, but to an extent me as well, we're lucky enough to have earned money to not necessarily have to go out and work just to cover the basics, like a lot of people do. But it's very rare you find someone with the confidence, or I don't know if it's the confidence or the clarity of mind, who feels able to step back from that.
It's very nice to be able to step back and do it more rarely and just do it when you really, really want to do it. And that's what I'm doing now. It's been a joy to
it's a lovely
get back in and do all this.
And the album kind of reflects that period to an extent, doesn't it? I mean, it's got certainly a very upbeat sound in terms of its the lyrical content.
I think so. Yeah, very upbeat. Sort of happiness in my life.
Now, I've seen a couple of reviews. One person pointed out and they said, well, being happy isn't always necessarily the best stimulus for
it's usually
creativity.
Death, isn't it?
Yeah, death, despair, poverty normally drive people on. Do you find it easy to write about songs, things about that are making you feel content?
I've always shared that viewpoint, really, that it is usually death to be too happy in your work, and I could name one or two examples, but I won't. But in this case, I think it works. I mean, I definitely feel pretty good about life at the moment. I feel very good about this album. So
that's what a lovely place, and what a nice thing you're about to say.
Yeah.
I noticed another review as well compared the album to Kate Bush's last album, who of course was your discovery, your protégé to an extent. And her album also, even though she's of course bonkers, but her album deals with it in a slightly different way. Yours is well, you've had first-hand experience of this. She's delightful, of course, though. But she's got one track on about filling the washing machine and making. Did you listen to the last?
I did. Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
The washing. Yes, fantastic.
I love that.
What does it all mean? I have no idea.
You know what I love about it? She's so quintessentially English, as indeed you are, and to an extent, Phil, even though you are, although I believe you initially were you born in Cuba or something?
Well, no, I was brought up in Havana, yeah, and Venezuela. But I had a British father and a Colombian mother, so I've sort of one foot in each continent,
That's how to have been born, well, to be here now, but I thought to have grown up in those places which seem to me so alien and so different to the UK.
Well, no, absolutely. But I really appreciate the fact that I had a Latin sort of mother, and being brought up during the Cuban Revolution, it was pretty extreme. And then, but I always yearned to come to England. That's why I love everything sort of British, and I was dying. I asked my parents to send me here.
Was that because of your dad? Because you knew what he did?
Yeah. Also, I was listening to the World Service and hearing all this music coming out of England, and I just wanted to be in London. So send me to England.
But it's lovely that you got the chance to come there. Of course.
Yeah.
And so your past, I know, have crossed many times in the past. Before you were even in Roxy Music, you two were friends, weren't you?
We had met. I knew Phil's brother, strangely enough, when I was a teenager.
Yeah, when I was a sort of wannabe musician, when I was 16 or 17, my brother said, well, I know this guy's just joined a band. It's called the Pink Floyd. Let's go and talk to him and ask him how you get into a band and stuff like that. So we went and had lunch, and he probably put up with this insufferable teenager, wannabe. And then when I got into Roxy, we were mixing just around the corner here, For Your Pleasure, up at Air Studios, and Dark Side of the Moon was being mix, you know, and I thought, he made it. So I sent him a telegram, shows you how old I am.
And did you know those two albums would flop when you were recording them?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's incredible.
I was
those two
certain.
albums being recorded at the same time,
Yeah.
two of the definitive albums in British music. Unbelievable.
Well, I sent him a telegram saying, "Oh, remember me? I'm in a band now." You know,
Okay, two things, Phil. One is lazy. Why didn't you walk on the corner and tell him? Two is how much that dates you. You sent a telegram. That's
telegram.
fabulous.
I know. It makes me really young.
And that's sad.
People don't really realise what telegrams
Well, a
were.
couple of weeks ago, they stopped them. You can't send
they?
telegrams anymore.
Oh, shame. They should bring them back. It's a special thing. Wonderful.
I sent one once. I can't know why. I sent one once when I was a kid for some reason. But now I was thinking, I wish I'd used it more often. Now it's gone. You can't use the
It's a business opportunity. You could have people dressed up delivering hand telegrams.
But Phil, there we go. You see, we're lingering in the past. We're
Yes.
dwelling on nostalgia. David leapt in and went, text. You see? Now you see, although he looks older than both of us, at the same time, he seems more attuned to the modern world. Do you text? Do you like texting?
No.
I hate texting.
I do. I'm on the email constantly.
But if you text ever, do you use the text kind of shorthand? You did see you later.
No, I got a little one with a little pen thing.
So you fill up the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's better, isn't
Do
it?
it properly.
Yeah, the trouble with texting, I always have to put the capital letters and do it correctly. It's really annoying. It takes me ages. I hate text.
But you see, when you get one where someone's taking the trouble, doesn't it fill your heart with glee?
That's professional.
I like it when there's punctuation as well. Oh, he's even put an apostrophe in.
That's
He's got the
all
extra
that.
mark.
I
How
can't
long
help
it
it.
takes to find a question mark or some of the normal sort of things.
Tell me about it, girlfriend. Now, how is the working process between the two of you? How do you enjoy collaborating? Because you co-produced the album, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that correct? All the songs written by you on your own, David, or with anyone?
Well, Polly, my wife, has written a lot of the lyrics. Yeah.
Does she
for
play?
Paul.
She plays piano on the album, doesn't she?
She plays piano on one track, a nice little riff.
But I hear she's
on
not very
some-
good. Is this right?
She hasn't been learning that long.
Yeah.
And,
Perfect, yeah.
How long
she
she learned
is the type of determination she has.
Right, David.
She will
Grade
be
one,
very,
she
very
David.
fast.
David,
Grade
how,
two.
How long should we learn for? Grade 2.
What are you
Well, I
grade?
got up to
What are
like grade
less than
1,
a
but I
year?
didn't take the exam because I didn't want to show off. Now, of
course.
we could possibly get together.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Good you
know.
asked.
Well, you're already sorted with the pianist, Phil. You need someone?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I can't do the Latin flushes yet, but I can do a nice one in C for you. But how does it
black
work
notes.
when you work together? Because presumably you've known each other for years. You respect each other's opinions, I guess. If there is a time when there's a disagreement, or if there are a point where you differ, do you necessarily trump Phil because it's your
Of
album?
course. Yeah, I always say, it's your album. You decide what you want.
Phil likes everything.
I offer an alternative or something. I say you could do it this way or this way, but at the end of the day, it's your album. You're going to have to live with it. So you choose.
We
I
spent
guess
the
it
best part of a year, sort of one day a week, and only in term times over at my house, sitting in my little home studio, working away on all this
I
stuff.
love that
before
you've
we-
built it around the school holidays. That's fabulous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the way to be. If you could be that way, how
Why
lovely.
not?
Yeah. And are you pleased with the way it's been received so far? I know it's not available for sale just yet, but certainly it's been reviewed and you must be aware of what people are saying. You're happy with that?
It couldn't be better, really. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
There's some really nice stuff. I might embarrass you by reading out a chunk from one of the ones today in a minute. Let's play some music first. And you guys are going to perform now. You can do 2 tracks for us today, is that
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Which ones are we going to hear?
Pocket full of stones and take a breath.
No, seriously, you going to do one of those?
One has to have a piano, the other one has to have a loud
Well,
electric
you've
guitar.
got me
so-
here if you want the old piano tickled.
Right.
Okay,
That's
no,
true,
I
there's
don't
a
think.
piano.
Yeah, well, I don't think we can master that. All right, well, which tracks are we hearing? Do you know which ones we're playing?
The Smile and Where We Start you're doing, aren't you? So
Yeah.
I was going to play the single, which is On an Island.
Okay,
We're gonna play that.
this is from David Gilmour's current album. Well, it's due to be released. It will be current any day now. It's out on Monday. The album, as I said, is called On an Island. This is the title track. Have a listen to this. That's a lovely sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a lovely sound. Languid. That's the word. There you go. Okay, we will be hearing more from David and Phil after the news. 88.91 FM. This is Radio 2 from the BBC. Yes, Phil Manzanera and David Gilmour here. David's new album is called On an Island. It's out on Monday. Also, next week, Mr. Gilmour, presumably with Mr. Manzanera, will be recording a special broadcast live show for Radio 2. Is this right?
That's right, on Tuesday at the Mermaid here.
At the Mermaid Theatre. Is that with the BBC Orchestra, the Philharmonic? No, is it not? Because they do them sometimes. They do it with the orchestra. I didn't know whether you were doing it. Oh, this one's mocking me.
Yeah.
Full band.
No,
You're doing it with your
it's
band?
a band.
Okay,
It's a band, yes.
and so this will be, I would have thought, the first live outing for the new album.
Pretty much, yeah.
And will you be playing any older tracks, older solo work, Floyd tracks?
Some older Floyd things, I think, yeah.
Which ones?
Ooh, that'd be telling, wouldn't it?
Don't be a baby.
I mean,
Don't be-
Tell us.
Comfortably Numb,
So,
one or two surprises.
Oh, God. Do you ever play the really early
Shine
stuff
On.
live, like see Emily play, that kind of stuff?
Well, on the last we did Astronomy Dominator open quite a few
Wow,
times. That
that's
was fun.
way back when, isn't it? And do you like the sound of those early recordings? Do you like those songs? Listen to
Yeah,
that.
it's great. Fantastic.
That's it.
But it is.
You would have a producer who would sit the other side of the glass, and the band and everyone would work together till it was perfect. Now all the musicians want to be part of the production process themselves, so the multi-tracking thing, you get out the other side of the glass. But
Do you think music, without getting too grand about it, but do you think kind of popular music in this country, we lost something when technology got so advanced, when it got so complicated and so complex that you could multi-track and overdub, and now it seems you can do just about anything, but maybe we've lost some of the humanity of people just getting together and learning how to play a tune and capturing that live.
Yeah, there is interaction thing that you capture the magic of a moment. That's what happened by all the Motown stuff and all that stuff at Abbey Road was capturing a moment.
it's one sort of magic. There's lots of other sorts to
okay,
capture,
yeah.
aren't there?
Would you be tempted to go back and do that, do a kind of sort of stripped down, spare sound? I mean, it's fairly spare sound on the new album, but you know what I mean? Do it kind of live like that without the overdubbing.
We are just a 5-piece band on this thing, so it's a bit stripped down. But I'd get carried away in the studio and keep thinking it's not quite there yet.
But that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
And is that how a producer helps you? They say, no, enough, walk away.
That's the theory, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually they say more bits, more bits.
Who do you think is the best producer you've worked with? Obviously, it's difficult with Phil in the room, but so let's disqualify him immediately. Not counting Phil, who would be who did you most enjoy working with?
Oh, God, I mean, I learnt an awful lot in the early years from Norman Hurricane Smith, and then Bob Ezrin was pretty good for a while, but his agenda was slightly different. Chris Thomas is always fantastic.
He's still working, isn't he? He's still.
Yeah.
The other two still? They're not still making stuff.
Yeah, occasionally. Well, I don't think Norman is.
He would
but,
be a bit elderly, wouldn't
Hurricane,
he? Yeah. And that brilliant though, a nickname like the Hurricane. You don't get that so much anymore, do you?
Well, he had a couple of hits, this Hurricane Smith, didn't he?
Did Brian Eno? Did he ever have a nickname in the studio apart from Baldy? I mean, did you ever have a nickname that you gave Brian?
Beano,
because he's one of the great producers, isn't he? I mean, I would have
he's
thought you'd
terrific.
have,
No, he's a real character. Fantastic. Yeah.
Now, David, I saw you performing live at Live 8. Which was a really, because I wasn't that big on Floyd, the later period Floyd with you and Roger, the War period. I mean, I quite liked it. It was there. Well, I did. It was kind of, there was something quite magical. I don't know whether it was because there were so many people there who were desperate to see you, and they were you really got that feeling. And it was quite a special moment just for that. But also, it was a great sound. And there was something very special on stage there. Did you enjoy it? Was it a pleasurable experience for you? Because I know there was obviously something which people hoped to bring about before then. You guys came back together for that special event. How was it for you?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was very special. I mean, we all felt that sort of same vibe ourselves. It was sort of pouring off that audience, wasn't it? It was fantastic. And it's great to sort of get over this sort of bitchiness that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, and that's kind of deleted now, yeah.
I mean, we're not chatting every day. But,
No. And so inevitably the next question will be, will you go out and do that again if people wanted to see you guys?
Not on any sort of sustained basis, I mean, if something in a year or two came out that was extremely
like someone's
important
like a
special.
birthday party or something.
It's all gone this way, yeah.
Because I've got a big one coming up. But what was lovely as well was seeing the crowd. I mean, because it was obviously a very mixed crowd. In terms of age, actually, it was a very, very mixed crowd. And seeing people, because my father-in-law, who was in town, I said, look, come along, I'm doing this thing, you can come along, I have some tickets. He was so excited, he was ecstatic knowing that you guys would be performing live again. And obviously, he wasn't there for Robbie Williams, he was there for you. He enjoyed seeing Robbie Williams, and then enjoyed you. And I saw people who were obviously there for Robbie Williams, and the younger bands are there, also getting into what you were doing. So it was kind of unusual in a way. I would have thought often if you're playing to a big crowd, you're playing strictly to the already converted. Here you had a crowd who were there, and there was a certain coming together because we were there for a certain event. But at the same time, it was a much broader catchment, I would have thought, of people.
It was indeed, yes. I mean, they came for everyone, so I'm sure we all had our own little coteries out there. But Robbie was brilliant, wasn't he?
He was fantastic. But I noticed
you two were brilliant.
When the Floyd one, I noticed more bald heads down the front, I'll be honest with you. Now, I don't know whether it's just because they were able to stay awake longer. Or whether it was,
or transport.
Or whether that's fan base, I don't know. And quite a few of them were women. All right.
Yeah.
You hear them on adverts all the time these days, don't you?
It's sort of advert type music at times, isn't it?
I've heard a few Roxy things on adverts. Floyd ever basically sold out and allowed people to, gone for the craven cash?
No.
Yeah,
we haven't, except Rick Wright once did allow a remade version of Great Gig in the Sky to go on a Nurofen ad or something.
But I bet you must get asked all the time, don't you? No? I would have thought money. Everyone would want to use that.
Well, all the money programs on the BBC music.
Yeah.
But they don't have to ask.
I remember, every time there's something would normally be like some sort of graphics involved. You hear the old cash register sound coming in, and then boom, off it goes. Yeah.
They use it on the printers.
Listen, that almost remembers it. Listen. That's actually, when you play like that, it sounds slightly bluegrassy.
It does, doesn't it? With that,
We should bring out a whole. Hey, have you ever heard? There's an album called Dub Side of the Moon.
oh yeah,
Have you heard that?
Fun, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great, yes.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing.
They did it live in London recently. I missed it, unfortunately.
You should have gone down. They would have got you the jam on stage, though.
Yeah.
Do you get that though? When you guys back, if people know that you're there, is there the pressure for you to join in? Do people want you to come on stage? and do
I
something?
like doing that. Yeah, if you know, the mood takes you. Yeah.
And David,
Depends on who, when, where.
who's the last person asked?
Me.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Which
Tim.
number?
Eddie
Oh, well,
Cochran. What's his name?
Eddie, I tell you, you used to
I
do it
think
all the
Les
time.
Paul, actually.
Ronnie Wood.
Les Paul.
If Ronnie Wood, you try and keep Ronnie Wood from getting on stage. It's embarrassing, no matter who's playing. I saw him once at a Prince thing. It was after a gig, and Prince had a private party, and he got on stage, and you could see he was legless. Ronnie Wood was absolutely legless, and he's picked up the piano stage, and in the end, I think even Prince led him off the stage.
Oh, they did the Strat Pack concert last year, and Ronnie was.
He was on
Great.
stage, he had a drink, yeah. But you know, it's nice to see him get
Yeah,
down.
no, absolutely.
Okay, David and Phil are going to perform live for us now. This is very exciting. They're going to do a track from David's new solo album. It's called On an Island. I believe we're going with Smile first. Is
Yeah,
that right?
that's
We've all agreed. Okay, here you go. This is for you live on Radio 2. David Gilmour with Phil Manzanera.
Would this do to make it alright? While sleep has taken you, I'm out of sight. I'll make my getaway, time on my own. Search for a better way to find my way home to your smile. Wasting days on this fight, always down and up half the night, hopeless to reminisce through the dark hours. We'll only sacrifice what time will allow us. Your side, the side. All alone, though you're right here. Now it's time to go from your sad stare. Make my getaway, I'm on my own. Leaving's a better way to find my way home to your smile. Your smile. Ooh. D minor.
It's a lovely sound.
Beautiful.
Lovely when the steel guitar comes in as well. Nice work there. You know what's nice about the album? It's out now, okay? The album is called On an Island. You get a chance to buy it and listen to it. Then April, when it starts getting sunny, you've got it there for the soundtrack, because it's a sort of a summery sound, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it is. It's like a yeah. Okay, I'm going to ask you two questions now. One which will seem silly, one which will not. Okay. First, the one that's not, or you be the judge. Do you feel like you've spent your time here wisely on Earth? Have you now perfected the art of living comfortably with your fellow human beings? Because I sort of get the feeling that maybe that's what you've arrived at.
Getting closer. It's I'm not sure. I don't think so. Not completely.
It's a challenge, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It's still. You never stop learning, do you?
And Phil?
No, long way to go still.
Okay. Second question. When you come back, if you come back, would you either be a cat or a monkey?
Not a goat.
Not a
No,
goat,
no,
okay.
don't-
Well, the goats get the action, though. So think about it.
Yeah.
Cat or a monkey, what would you rather be? You can join in, Andy.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Cat.
Okay.
Cat.
Interesting choices for you.
Cat.
Okay.
Help. What have I said?
You said monkey. Okay. I tell you what's wrong with. I tell you what's good about a monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey, you can do things. You can open a can of food for yourself, so on and so forth. Okay. You can even fashion rudimentary tools. The problem with being a monkey is you're that close to being the dominant species, but you're not.
Yeah.
That's why they've got that look on their face. Always going, we almost made it. Now a cat, interesting, flexible, likes laying in the sun,
Yeah.
nice and restful, gets stroked a lot. But here's the problem with a cat. Say you've got nice owners, they go away, okay? One of them thinks the other one's maybe looking after you. That one thinks they don't come back for 2 days. You're stuck in the fact you can't open a can of food yourself. What do you do?
Get out, catch a mouse.
Catch a mouse.
No mice in your modern flat. You live in Dave Stewart's house. It's very technological.
I thought
There's
there's
no...
more
move.
rats and mice in the city.
Yeah, not in that house. You're in a block of flats.
Oh.
You can't... What do you do then? You're stuck. Monkey can open the window, call for help.
Good one.
No,
Yeah.
you can't call for help.
Interesting.
Monkey doesn't live there.
Oh, right, the monkey moved out. It's
I
not the
live in
point. But
Neverland.
maybe it wasn't my best question.
What are you choosing then?
But
You haven't said.
I know that's what
Where
Parky
you
asked
going
Tony
with
Blair
this?
tonight, so that's why I was firing that out early. I was just curious.
What would you choose then?
What would I choose?
Yeah, you've asked us,
I'm not coming back.
aren't you?
I'm going straight up to the next level. Enlightenment.
To the third bio.
Right, we're going to play another track here live, give you guys a chance to sort yourself out. We'll have some more live music in it. David Gilmour is here with Phil Manzanera. We were just chatting very briefly. Phil was telling me, we won't go into details here, but Roxy Music, you're back in the studio with Roxy.
Yeah, very exciting. Very
A
exciting.
lot of the original guys.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Who's your drummer with Roxy at the moment?
Paul Thompson.
So
of
Paul
course.
Thompson is back again. I love the fact that Paul Thompson...
Absolutely, so do I. Thomas.
Phil, can I check something? Back in the early days of Roxy,
Yeah.
because you never really had this much. And David, you were an incredibly handsome young man. Okay, but you didn't need... No, you're not a bad-looking old man, but you know what I mean? You were not old, but you know what I'm saying. But, you never needed the feather boa, for example. The mascara. Okay? You didn't need all that. You didn't need the silver paint on your face.
I did have a couple of Ozzy Clark shirts. in
Yes,
the very early
you
days.
were a fashionable man. We're not denying that. However, Phil and Co., they
Yeah,
were
we
kids
needed
let
it,
loose
yeah.
in fancy dress boxes.
Yeah, that was it.
yellow shirt.
Okay, yeah, the insider. Now, Phil, I think, managed to get away with some grace because he hid behind those silly glasses that Bono then went on to
So
steal.
you had your picture taken.
Oh,
with them,
yes.
so,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been there. However, Paul Thompson, the drummer, always looked so uncomfortable. They made he looked like a bricklayer who'd been dragged up for the afternoon.
Well, we all got our clothes made by friends, individually, and then no one saw what we were each going to wear till we turned up at the gig.
Yeah.
So he said,
Oh.
right, you put your
I
stuff
didn't
on.
realise that. I thought there was a kind of unifying kind of idea.
So, for each tour, you just turn up at the first gig and say, put your clothes on. No, you put yours on. You come out with, who made that? Tom, yeah, he had his, yeah.
Was there an element of like trying to outdo each other?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But we all had young friends who were, aspiring fashion
Yeah,
designers and things. So, that they all tried to outdo each other, yeah.
It was tough because, I guess, because Brian always looks so great in clothes, didn't he? I mean,
Yeah.
always. He's just one of those guys who always look fabulous in clothes. And Eno went for the kind of, I know Eno he got more than his fair share of the ladies, it seems to me, looking back, what I know
possibly
about it.
comment.
Don't comment on that, but
No.
we all know that's true. And yeah, he looked kind of weird as well. So he had the weird thing going for him, the weird the thingy, whatever the word is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Androgynous.
And then the rest of you guys really had to squabble over what was left, I
We
guess,
did,
in the
really,
box.
yeah.
But do you look back on those days fondly? You enjoyed that
absolutely.
period?
No, fantastic, yeah, absolutely. I was 21 and wanted to see the world.
Yeah. And
Join
you
the
did.
band, see the
Either
world.
join the Navy or join the band. I think you chose the easy option. Well, I can't wait to hear the new Roxy stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. David, were you a Roxy fan?
Of course, yes. Virginia Plain was my sort of early favourite.
That is an incredible. All that first kind of
Nice
album was
synths
incredible.
stuff in it.
Yeah. Although the early synth stuff always was a bit overused, I felt.
Did you?
Well, the
Yeah.
Beatles didn't have a
think there's any
since
such
then.
thing.
That's right.
You know, apart from the Floyd, I think the Floyd and us had a VCS3.
Yeah, but the Floyd used it subtly. You
Yes.
see, whereas Eno, he had
Well,
a sort
it's
of
about
water going down a
show-offs,
plug hole at the end, didn't he? One of the blub, 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 blub. But yeah, it's not
Hey, he wouldn't say that. Systems music.
I love Voxy music. I'm rapidly becoming interested in Pink Floyd as well. Not as good a band, it has to be said. It has to be said. It's
You're
we
dead,
all
boss.
acknowledge that to be a fact, don't we, in this room? Well, okay, are we going to have another track now?
Yeah,
All right, okay, here we go. This is another track. Once again, it's live for you here on Radio 2, so please do enjoy this as fully as you can. It's David Gilmour performing with the lovely Mr. Phil Manzanera, and this is the track for them. Which track are we doing now?
Where we start.
Where we start. Take it away.
A bit faster. Where we start is where we end. Step out sweetly with nothing planned. Along by the river, we feed bread to the swans, and then over the footbridge to the woods beyond. We walk ourselves weary, you and I. There's just this moment I light a campfire away from the path. We lie in the bluebells, a woodpecker laughs. Time passes slowly, our hearts entwine. All of the dark times left behind. The day is done, the sun sinks low. We fold up the blanket, it's time to go. We walk ourselves weary, arm in arm, back through the twilight Still far to go. Still far to go. Still far to go.
That's a lovely song, a lovely love song. Well, okay, on the album there's organ on that as well, isn't there? You play the organ on that, is that right? Which is the old traditional Hammond organ sound. You can't beat that instrument.
Can't beat it.
I love that lyrical line there. He so marks it as a kind of like an English love song, that we lie in the bluebells, a woodpecker laughs.
Yeah.
Now, a lovely line, a true event, I imagine. Is this something? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's something weird. The other day I was lying around with my wife in the front room, and I saw a woodpecker outside the window in London.
Was it laughing?
It wasn't laughing. He flew away quite quickly, and admittedly, we were lying on a couch that smelled. Well, our couch smelled of cat piss, so it wasn't as nice as the whole bluebell.
It doesn't work, does it?
No. Well, it was still a lovely moment. Also, she was looking on the internet at the time. Went, look, a woodpecker, and it was gone. But it's a similar moment.
Yeah.
And one thing I should say as well, I've just noticed David's album, David Gilmour's new album online, it's carbon neutral.
Of course it is.
What does that mean exactly?
It's a little step in the right direction. That's what
You're working on your footprint, your carbon footprint. You're making sure that you don't use.
They're planting trees.
Yeah, that's a lovely thing to do. Well, that's very nice. Congratulations. Hey, well done on the album. It's a great sound, beautifully produced. As we said earlier, there is a special concert going on this week for Radio 2, and I believe you can win some tickets to go to if you go to www.bbc.co.uk/6music. They have some tickets to give away. It will be a great gig. And are you going to tour later in the year? You're going to do a proper tour
We're
with us?
starting next week, yes.
Well, well, fantastic. That'll be good.
Starting in Dortmund on Thursday.
And far more interestingly, Roxy Music new album out this year.
This year?
No, not this year.
Come on, get a move on. You
We're
know
gonna
what?
do some festivals
I'm
this
not
summer.
letting
Okay,
it go for a while.
David, tell me to get a move on. I see the problem with old bands like you when you get old is you just drag your feet. Get a move on. Tell Ferry
gotta
to
be
make
good.
his mind
It's gotta
up.
be good.
Get a bloody move on. It's going to be good already.
Well, it is good, sort of, but you know, it's got to be
They've got
better.
to agree.
All your fans will be dead if you don't get a move on. Pull your fingers out. All
All the
right?
children of our fans.
Yeah, they're not interested. They're listen to the Killers. Guys, thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure, and it was a beautiful sound. Good luck with the tour. Good luck with the album.
Thank you very much indeed.
And continued success to both of you.
Great, thank you.
Thanks for coming.